Thanks for joining us from the Ohio AgNet, the voice you know with the news you trust studio, sponsored by Grain Equipment Company, where innovation meets execution. I'm Morgan Anderson. 70 degrees outside and with some high humidity and cloudy skies. Last night we had plenty of thunderstorms and a tornado warning here in Athens County. We can expect more rain into the weekend. Tonight's low is 58 degrees. Yesterday, President Donald Trump announced new tariff measures aimed at stimulating U.S. manufacturing and addressing trade imbalances with other countries. The plan includes reciprocal tariffs on at least 60 countries, with specific rates such as 34% on China, 24% on Japan, and 20% on the European Union. A 25% tariff on imported automobiles will also take effect this week. Trump stated that the tariffs are intended to protect American industries, including agriculture, but there are, of course, concerns about potential retaliatory actions from trading partners. He pointed to countries with high tariffs on U.S. agricultural products, such as Canada's dairy tariffs, which can reach up to 300%. The president also noted that the U.S. imports more beef from Australia than it exports, highlighting trade imbalances. The administration expects these tariffs to generate significant revenue to help reduce taxes and address the national debt. While some agricultural groups are concerned about the effects of retaliatory tariffs on U.S. exports, others are exploring new trade opportunities. Agriculture Secretary Brooke Rollins will visit several countries in the coming months to promote U.S. agricultural products. Using the International Emergency Economic Powers Act authority, he announced that he will impose that 10% tariff on those more than 50 countries. Those will take effect on April 5th at 12:01 Eastern Standard Time. President Trump also imposed an individualized reciprocal tariff on those countries with which the U.S. has the largest trade deficits to take effect on April 9th of next week at 12:01 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And all those other countries will continue to be subject to the original 10% tariff baseline. Switching gears, let's talk fertilizers. Average retail prices for all 8 major fertilizers tracked by DTN continued to be higher than last month during the last week of March 2025. However, the price of only one fertilizer saw a significant move, which DTN designates as anything 5% or more. UAN 32 average retail price during the last week of March up 6% from the last week of February. The remaining 7 fertilizers had just slightly higher prices. Of course, lots of talk of the tariffs impacting our fertilizer prices. Next up, let's check in with our weekly update from the Ohio Soybean Council and your checkoff dollars at work. Here's Dusty Sonnenberg.
I'm joined today by Rusty Goebel. Rusty, a soybean farmer from Northwest Ohio, also currently serving as president of the Ohio Soybean Association. Rusty, we're down in Central Ohio today, Asheville, Ohio, for a demonstration of soy foam. That's a firefighting foam. As a farmer, what's that mean to you when you see some of these new uses develop for these soy products?
Yeah, I think it's great that we can have anything we can use out of soybeans, whether it's soy foam or crayons or whatever. This one looks like it's going to be a very good thing. It's going to be safer for our farmers, for our firemen. That a lot of them in our community are farmers, and the PFAS that we're trying to get rid of out of the old foam, that's just all we had over the years. Now, if we can get this with the soybeans, it helps us use up soybeans, and it's also safer on the environment and safer for our firemen that most of them do not get paid probably enough for being firemen, and so we don't want it to be hazardous for them. And the soybean foam looks like it's going to be a good thing for us.
Again, my guest today, Rusty Goebel, president of the Ohio Soybean Association. And this update brought to you by the Ohio Soybean Council and your soybean checkoff.
Next up, with all this severe weather we've been having lately, but April showers bring May flowers, apparently. Let's take a look at our afternoon weather update from meteorologist Ryan Martin, brought to us by Seed Consultants. Simply better performance, online at seedconsultants.com.
Showers from our initial frontal boundary trying to push eastward today, but we've got more moisture coming up from the southwest. I'm Chief Meteorologist Ryan Martin. Let's take a look at that forecast update here in Ohio. We are going to be very active today through tomorrow from I-70 southward. There's plenty of clouds farther north, and we won't rule out moisture, but not the big stuff that we're seeing south. I do see another surge of moisture then for the weekend. Overnight tomorrow night, right on through Saturday, and even into early Sunday, rain and thunderstorms. I think from now through Sunday night, we still have the potential for 1 to 2 inches on the low end and maybe 3, 4, 5 inches on the top end. By far the biggest threat of the heaviest rain is going to be in southern Ohio, so get ready for that. Much colder next week. I'm Ryan Martin.
Thanks, Ryan. Now let's recap how the markets closed, brought to us by Seed Consultants. Simply better performance online at seedconsultants.com. May corn down 1/4 cent at 4.57 1/2. December corn down 1 penny 1/4 at 4.47 1/2. March corn down 1 penny at 4.61 1/2. May beans down 18 cents at 10.11 1/2. November beans down 20 1/4 at 10.17. January beans down 19 1/2 at 10.29 3/4. July wheat down 2 3/4 at 5.50. September wheat down 2 3/4 at 5.65 1/4. December wheat down 2 1/4 at 5.89. April live cattle down 232 1/2 at 208.05. June live cattle down 270 at 204.70. August live cattle down 275 at 201.17 1/2. April lean hogs down 7 1/2 cents at 87.37 1/2. May lean hogs down 55 cents at 88.57 1/2. And June lean hogs down 97 1/2 cents at 95.55. Those were your afternoon closing markets for today. Thanks for joining us. This is the Ohio AgNet.